In this video, I'm going to go over 5 things that I wish I knew about pornography in my 20s. If you're new to this channel, my name is Mohammed. I am the host and the founder of the brand Aware Alpha, and I'm also the founder of the Zen Guide to Freedom from Porn. It's a program helping men get over their porn addiction and learn to transmute their sexual energy to achieve their goals, attract amazing partners, and just whatever it is that they desire from their life. So number one thing that I wish I knew in my 20s about watching pornography was that it is addicting. It's an addicting act. And the more you watch it, the more you get addicted to it, the more you fall into this spiral where you can't stop watching it. And there's so many key things that are in place on why this happens. But first of all, because your mind, it just gets used to this like cheap dopamine. So every time you do it, you ejaculate, you crave it more and more. And also these days, with the amount of porn that's there, how addictive they make these products. These companies have billions and billions of dollars, and they literally have people working in their companies to make the product as addicting as possible. It's hyper stimulating for your mind. In the 1900s, I'm gonna say in the 1990s, even early 2000. If you were going to watch porn, like it would be a magazine, or maybe you could watch like one movie. But these days, you could go on Pornhub and you could watch freaking 50 movies in like 20 minutes. Like you can skip and go to the parts that you like, and that stuff messes with your brain. So number one thing, guys, I wish I knew in my early 20s about pornography would have been that this is addicting. And if I just knew that, I probably would have been more cautious watching pornography. So number two is destructive. Okay, what do I mean by that? It's destructive, meaning that it leads to lower self-confidence, lower self-esteem, it lowers your sex drive. Every time you're ejaculating, it's making you weak. So like all these things, it's destructive. So I wish I knew in my early 20s, even in my early teens, that when I'm watching pornography, it's almost like I'm doing drugs. Like it is as addictive as drugs, and it's as destructive to your mind, your body, your emotions as a lot of drugs. So for me, that's number two. I wish I knew how destructive this habit was. Okay. Number three, it makes you socially awkward. Okay. That's number three. It makes you socially awkward, meaning that the more you ejaculate, the more you watch porn and ejaculate, you create shame and guilt, okay? Shame and guilt. You feel bad about doing it. Even if you're not aware of it, naturally you feel disgusted about yourself. And the more you do this, the more you're just causing this low self-esteem in your mind. And naturally you're not as social. Like if you see a hot girl, like if you're in a social gathering, you're not prone to start a conversation or keep a conversation going because you're just socially awkward, because deep down you have all this shame and guilt, and you feel like you are not expressing your true self. And even if you thought of expressing your true self, you feel scared and you fear that people will judge you. Like, I'm this guy who watches porn every night and he ejaculates, and so it makes you socially awkward, okay? And that's number three. I wish I knew in my early 20s, okay? And number four, guys, it makes you weak. So the more porn you watch, okay, you're watching porn and you're ejaculating. In your sperm, okay, like if that's mixed with a woman's egg, it creates a baby. Like it's life force. And your sperm has minerals and vitamin B12, zinc, fat, protein. So like every time you're jerking off and you're ejaculating, you're getting weaker and weaker and weaker. That's why you don't have that charisma. Like I always tell my clients, and they know this, and I myself, after 90 days of not watching porn, when I first did it years ago, I remember like I just had so much, this amazing aura about me. I felt more attractive. I had so much more energy. Like women would be more drawn to me. Like they want to know, who am I? What do I do? Like where did I, like this presence about me. Okay? So jerking off and ejaculating makes you weak. And pornography makes you weak because the more you watch it, the more you're watching somebody else do it on a screen. That definitely doesn't help you. Like your mind gets trained as an spectator, where like you don't, even though you imagine yourself to be that guy, you're still just imagining yourself to be that guy. It's not you that's having that experience with that woman, okay? And that messes you up, and it just overall makes you weak emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually, okay? So, and the last one, guys, why I wish I knew in my early 20s about, not why, I said number 5, another thing that I wish I knew in my early 20s about watching pornography, okay? It makes you less confident, okay? Just imagine the act of watching somebody else do it on a screen literally makes you a bench warmer. Like you are somebody that watches other people have sex and you're not having sex. Definitely not with beautiful women or women that you desire to be with, because you don't have the confidence. And the more you jerk off and the more you create shame and guilt and just be in this world of just a laptop and your lotion and just you, the less confident you have. The less confident you have, and the more you do it, it just becomes this, that's why people have depression and anxiety. And of course, there's other reasons as well, but there's a lot of people that, from pornography and watching porn for a long time, men that are, anxious, have depression, can't even have a conversation with a woman, can't even, just keep a conversation with a woman, can't even keep a woman's attention because they have no confidence. They don't see themselves for the amazing warrior that they are, for the amazing soul that they are. And that's what watching pornography does, man. You watch porn over and over and over again, you lose all the confidence that you have. And also the other thing is that when you're watching porn, it objectifies women. Like you put them in this pedestal. And the more you do it, the more you watch porn, the more you have this separation from women, as if they're like these gods that only a man with a 6-pack and an 8-inch cock and can only attract a woman like that. No, they're just human beings just like you. They're just human beings just like you. They have needs, they have emotions, and they have their own world that they're dealing with, their own social anxiety and depression and being judged and fear of, I don't even know what the heck I was going to say. That, just fear of being judged, having shame and guilt and all these things as well. So just knowing that and realizing that, and that's what porn does. It makes you put women on a pedestal, and it's not, okay? They're just amazing beings. They are craving a man that will have a conversation with them and respect them and honor them, and don't just look at them as when you see women in porn, okay? Remember, they're just movies. They have to literally play. It's a play, okay? It's not like this all happens, there's cuts in it and edits and all this stuff like that, right? So anyways, guys, 5 things I wish I knew myself in my early 20s about pornography, okay? So please watch this, please dig deeper. I have a whole bunch of other videos on this channel. I plan on sharing way more on just everything that I've done this last decade to change my life and live this beautiful life that I'm living these days. And so until next time, subscribe, like, share this with somebody that you feel like could benefit from this. And just want to say thank you guys for watching this, and cut this destructive habit out of your life, and I promise you, only amazing things will start to happen in your life. You'll attract your desired partner, attract the type of business that you want, make a lot of money, have all the self-confidence, and not be socially awkward in this amazing world that we live in. So until next time, see you guys then.